Welcome to Sheena Says, a podcast about wellness, parenting, and real stories.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Sheena Says. Today we are discussing the nervous system. More importantly, our stress levels and how they impact our lifestyle. So, as of right now, nearly 77% of adults report stress that affects their physical health. 73% report stress impacting mental health. Chronic stress is linked up to 90% of all doctor visits. And prolonged nervous system dysregulation increases risks of autoimmune flare ups, IBS and gut disorders. Insomnia is a big one, burnout, being overwhelmed, feeling anxious. All of these are almost mainstream nowadays. It's like expected that you have one or all of the above conditions, and nobody really talks about how to reset it or why it is happening. I think people are cognitively aware of the external pressures, the social pressures, the family pressures, the financial pressures, everything that causes you to be in a state of constant imbalance in your mind. Now, talking about the mind, the amygdalus is the area of the brain that processes fight or flight. We have three primary states in our system. One is the sympathetic state, which gives us the fight or flight. It gives us urgency, it gives us anxiety, irritability, heart beating fast, ready to move, go into action. Then there is the parasympathetic, that is when we rest, we decompress, and we regain our clarity. And the third is the freeze and collapse state, where you're just totally shut down, you're numb, you're exhausted, and you're unable to deal with anything around you. Now, the amygdalus in the brain is a tiny little part of our brain that processes all of this. We are primates, and primates meaning we are used to processing risk, and we are used to examining what's happening in our environment in a microsecond to microsecond basis. And what happens, what the amygdalus does, is it is constantly taking pictures visually, sensorily, and trying to come together whether we are safe or we are not safe. As primates, it does not distinguish between whether it's a predator or a tiger standing in the front of you, so you've got to run, or you just got a really bad phone call or your boss came and yelled at you. At the end of the day, your actual physical response will almost be the same. Your heart beats fast, your teeth are clenching, you're grinding, your muscles are tense. You'll notice your head is not shaking, you might be sweating, or might be feeling a ton of emotions that are super negative. Now, back in the day when humans still lived in the caves, that was the way for survival. It meant that between you getting eaten by the tiger or you running from there was whether you lived or died. It made sense. We have evolved since then to a very civilized species. So there aren't really tigers roaming around anymore who's going to eat us, but there are several threats that our system processes, such as your parent yelling at you, or being judged, or just having a fight with your other half, your child not showing up, or crying, or getting sick, or you're not getting paid enough, or you're just simply exhausted from running around, trying to do your job, take care of your kids, coming home, cooking, cleaning, and again, going back to the same thing. So the sympathetic part in most adults now has been really charged up. But the parasympathetic, where we are supposed to rest and regulate ourselves, is just not getting enough time. People today are so busy and on the go and wanting to achieve more, and which is not a bad thing. But the downside is that the parasympathetic really does get sacrificed in the mix. So it's a constant go, go, go mode that we live in. So that's why people feel tired but still wired. They don't feel rested. Most people, when they wake up, they are not feeling happy or rested or ready to attack the next day. Most people are feeling, oh my God, I have to go to work. I better run, better get up. The alarm is going. I have to feed the kids. I have to take care of the car. And I have to catch the train. So there isn't really a restful time for the brain to process any kind of decompression, which is super, super important for us. We are primates. We live, we eat, we play, we work, we sleep. So all the phases of all of these routines are super important. If we are going to sacrifice some of them, then there will be dysregulation in the body. And how the body processes it is it will store that negativity, it'll store that stress. You will either get angry, or you will pull back, or you will end up feeling irritable or just sad or mad all the time, which is an unconsciously negative state to be in, which is where most adults are now residing. Whether it's circumstantial, whether it's however it comes about, that is the reality for almost everybody today. And the cost of chronic dysregulation is that the nervous system is unable to recover from it. So it ends up expressing it and in a physical form. There is hormonal disruptions, sleep fragmentation. Most people sleep and get up at night. Everybody reports waking up between 2 and 3 and not being able to go back, having racing thoughts, grinding your teeth, and there's a ripple of negativity that ends up flowing from this. Now, people say that, yes, you should go get therapy. Therapy is good, but it really is most helpful when your system is already regulated. If you have a regulated system and something has kind of fallen off, then yes, you can talk about it and you can kind of work it out. However, if your system is dysregulated, if your nervous system is already feeling attacked, then therapy alone isn't going to cut it. It's not going to be enough, because you're going to dredge up some issues. Everybody has challenges. Everybody has issues with their relationships. A lot of people have, negative parts with their family, with their parents. And if you're going to bring that up and talk about it, but have no way of resetting your brain's chemistry, you're just going to walk away from it feeling even more negative, because now you've talked about something negative. It's already been brought up into your system, but there has been no resolution for it. Most people who have experienced negativity or trauma or abuse, there really isn't that much closure to be had. It's just negative. It's going to stay with you. At the end of the day, you need to get past it. Now, have any of you ever really thought about why we process negativity that way? Why we hold on to the trauma? Why is it so important for our brain to remember every single failure, every single challenge? Why do we always remember the bad stuff? How come we can't just automatically wake up to every single best vacation we had, or a happy memory, or a conversation, or maybe, a dinner experience that was amazing? No, you just remember the very worst thing. Even if you've accomplished 9 tasks out of your day, the 10th one that you were not able to get to is the one that's going to come to your mind. There is a very strong reason for it. It is our amygdalas protecting us. That's our brain protecting us from anything going wrong. Because we are primates, we were programmed for this. Now, if we were in the jungle, leaping from tree to tree or running from the tiger, our brain has to remember where the tiger was last seen. Only then it will be able to protect us. This is a survival instinct. It's not that the brain is against you. It's not that your body hates you. But the fact is that the brain is retaining this information, which is negative actually, or a negative experience, so that you don't go and repeat it. It is its way of protecting you. Now, what happens, however, is that in today's times, there is a slideshow of traumatic experiences or negativity that you end up storing in your mind and your body, and you have no way of getting rid of it. So, does therapy help? Yes, to an extent. But then there is no real cure out of that, which is why most people just keep processing their trauma and reprocessing it, whether you are doing it in a conscious state of mind and just grinding your teeth, or slowly swallowing your anger, or you're doing it in the subconscious state of mind and you're grinding your teeth at night, or not being able to sleep, or having nightmares about it. Either way, your brain will keep on processing it. So, what to do about it? There are several things we can do. This is not a doomsday situation. I'm simply explaining what the nervous system is doing and how it's trying to protect you. Now, can you undo that? And can you make it better for yourself? 100%. The first thing you have to understand is that your nervous system is protecting you from a trauma. So, what you can do is protect yourself first. Tell yourself all is well. Keep telling yourself everything is great. Consciously try to remember 5 good things in your day. Try to let the small stuff go. Just let it be. It's okay. You have to remember that your sanity is far more precious to you than your boss's sigh or eye roll. Just leave it alone. Let the small stuff go. Keep a smile on your face. You must understand your sanity is extremely important. So protect it like the prime real estate that it is. That is the most important thing you have, is your brain. If you're going to use it to be negative or have negative thoughts or negative feelings, you're already wasting it. And it's going to come back to you. So instead, take a deep breath, let the small stuff go, and try this with me. Do a box breathing. Think of 5 amazing things in your life or that you want coming into your life for the future. It could be either or. And then take a deep breath. Hold that breath and count those 5 things in your head. Inhale from your nose. Hold it for 5 seconds, thinking of all the good things that you want in your life. And then exhale from your mouth and think of 5 things you want out of your life. So inhale, hold it, exhale. Repeat this 5 times. Do the box breathing. It immediately recenters your amygdalas and tells it what you want it to do, which is think of good things and letting go of the fear, letting go of the doubt, letting go of the self-hate, letting go of whatever it is that is getting to you in that moment. The second thing that you can do physically is put your right hand on your chest and put your left hand on your abdomen. Why the abdomen? Because that's where our adrenal glands are located, and that's what shoots out cortisol, which dehydrates you the minute the nervous system senses tension in your body. That's how the cortisol gets released, and chronic release of cortisol is going to cause you dehydration, which is going to cause you, how your eyes are feeling fatigued and burny, and your nails are cracking, and you're just feeling cold in your extremities. That's because cortisol is being released too often. Your cortisol levels are higher than what you really need. It's dehydrating your body, and it's telling your entire system to only circulate blood in your vital organs. It's telling your thyroid that something is wrong. So the thyroid goes into protective mode. That's our sergeant. And it's going to go into protective mode and circulate your blood only in your vital organs, thinking something is really wrong. So let that go. Do the box breathing. Put your right hand on your chest. Put your left arm on the abdomen and tell yourself, it's okay. Everything is fine. I am safe. You have to understand your brain only understands safety and no safety. It does not understand why there is no safety or the difference between a tiger and your boss's email. It does not understand that. So it only understands that right now you're tense, you're nervous, something is wrong. or you're happy, everything is fine. So if you can make your brain believe that you're happy more often than not, guess what? Your nervous system will start regulating itself. And the other way, my favorite way of doing it, is homeopathically. I have the formula which works amazingly well, and that's the Be Calm. You can always check out our site at yourhomeopathy.com. And if you require sleep help or nervous system regulation, use the Be Calm remedy and the sleep remedy. They're completely free of side effects and they will regulate you. It comes in different potencies, and the formulas come based to what exactly you are really experiencing. It can be customized, it can be tailored to you. Feel free to call in if you need to. Go to the website yourhomeopathy.com and check out my blog, The Nervous System Reset. Please look at the blog, read about it, look at the kits, and if you think this is you and it can help you or help somebody that you love, by all means, go take a look at it. And I would also recommend a couple of books simply for reading material that will help you ground yourself. The one book that I really love is I'm Okay, You're Okay by Thomas Harris. It's a beautiful book. It tells you the 3 stages that you can live in mentally and which is the most healthiest, calmest state to be in and how to get there. Another book I really like is The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel von der Kolk, MD. And he talks about why trauma isn't stored in the memory, it's stored in the body after a certain point, and therapy alone often fails. And the third book I would recommend reading is Waking the Tiger by Peter Levine, PhD. Again, all the books are designed to help you have a better understanding of your nervous system and how you can regulate it. If this has helped you in any way, give me a thumbs up, and keep listening to my next episode where we will talk further on sleep cycles. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for listening to Sheena Says, and for more info, please visit yourhomeopathy.com.